Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Seth here, Superior Athletes. So today I want to talk about how to measure your vertical without using any equipment. So I've talked about this in an earlier video before, but the main thing for that video is testing your standing vertical. And it was to test it up against the wall, which is a good way to get some measurements down, but it is very difficult to get your max vertical by measuring up against the wall. So your max vertical, you know, you're gonna get higher off of an approach. So like some people are 2-foot jumpers or a 1-foot jumper. You're not gonna be able to do that up against the wall, right? So I want to make it available for you guys to get your measurements in accurately without using anything and using your max jump. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Seth Thomas. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, and I help you guys become better athletes for basketball. So if you're interested in more videos just like this one, make sure to subscribe, click the bell to get notified for each one of my videos. So measuring your vertical is very, very important because we need to be very aware of if we're gaining anything or if we're just staying the same or decreasing. That way we know if we need to change things up in our programming or just stay the course. I wanted to make this available for most people. This way, if you start a program or are starting to train extensively and you want to track and measure your vertical the whole way through, this is a great way to get some measurements down without having any expensive equipment or anything like that. All right, so the only thing that you're gonna need for this, hopefully you have a gym, and you're gonna need some tape. For the tape, it can be any kind of tape. The main thing with the tape is just make sure it's sticky enough, because if it's not very sticky, it can be kind of a pain to get it to stick, obviously. So make sure the tape's sticky enough, and you need a tape measurer. So if you have those, you can get this done. So the reason I say the gym is because we want a actual 10-foot high goal, and we want to make sure that this rim is actually 10 foot. So if you're in a gym, they get that accurate measurement of the goals, at least for the most part, because we're going to be using the rim to get this measurement. And so what you're going to do is basically just have that tape stuck at the top of the tape stuck at the top of your reach, because so it's as accurate as possible. Make sure it's a good, comfortable grip, and then you're just going to jump up and slap the goal, slap the backboard. You can try to get it as close to the rim as possible, because what you're going to do is measure the distance from the rim to that tape, and that's a very simple way to measure your max vertical. So you can just go off of that if you want. The problem with that is sometimes, obviously, if you're younger, you're going to be growing a little bit. So your reach might be a little bit longer. So your vertical, your max jump might have went up, but your vertical itself might have not. So if you want a more accurate measurement, you can measure your standing reach each time. So what you're going to do is just stand up against the wall and extend your arm all the way and stick it at your highest peak. Make sure your heels are on the ground. That's a good way to get that accuracy going. So you can measure that and then measure your highest reach and then just figure out what the difference is of that. So a standard 10-foot goal rim is going to be 120 inches, I think. So let's say you have a 100-foot reach and you jumped 5 inches above the rim. So you know that measurement is 125 inches, and then your reach is 100 inches. So you have a 25-inch max vertical. So that is a good way to measure your max vertical without using anything. All you need is a gym and a regulation-sized goal in order to get this done. So make sure you guys give this a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified for each one of my videos. And I'll see you guys next time.